I'm suing these three creators by h3h3 Productions. Um, this is absolutely bait. And you know who fell for the bait? Denims, as she's currently collecting funds. Which means, yeah, Denims already fell for it. It wasn't even Hassan who fell for it. Well, time to get into it. Time to get into it. Get ready.
Hi there, my name is Ethan Klein, and my favorite hobby is...
Can I just say how bro has actually kinda turned everything around, and people were originally disliking him. He was overweight. He was just, I don't know. It was just very interesting how he turned around now. I find that interesting, like Uno reverse.
spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers. Today I invite you into my home to
Well, you're burning money, homie.
share my favorite pastime with you. Join me in creating generational wealth for my attorney.
Probably fake money. I at least I hope so. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe she didn't fall for it and just want to make quick buck. Surely she is that dumb. Actually, she totally fell for it. Because remember, if he actually wins, she's basically collecting money that she has to pay him later on anyways. It was so bait. if that actually goes through, which I've looked at. I was shown a few pages of the document, and some things I feel like they hold no like ground. They're kind of baseless, but we'll see.
Let me tell you guys a story. About a year and a half ago, there's a big conversation called ReactGate. ReactGate was a debate going on in the streaming community.
Oh yeah. Very different from what we're doing here. We're doing commentary. Others like XQC, they literally just put their camera in the front, were munching something, and just looked at the video without any commentary whatsoever. In addition to that, some people, also XQC, but also others like some people like Hassan would be one of those, where he was reacting and then just the video was continuing to run, and he would just go to the bathroom while the video was still running. Those kind of people.
Community about what constituted fair use. People like Hassan, XQC, and many of the large Twitch streamers would watch other creators.
Oh, look at Asmongold. However, I think Asmongold really does react to it and actually gives commentary. People aren't there for the video. People are there for Asmongold's opinion most of the time, or what Asmongold has to say.
Entire video on their stream. They would rarely add sufficient commentary or even pause the video to speak.
Look at this. Look at this. He's at, like, if you're reacting to something, why the fuck are you on the phone? Why you're on the phone? Why? You're supposed to watch it and give commentary. Not only not commenting, but shitting on the original source a lot. I mean, it depends, right? Like, if it's fair, like, I don't think that's a particular issue. I think the issue is when you don't add any sufficient commentary. Like, I've gotten better over the last few months. Like, my original reactions, they weren't that crazy. They weren't that good. They were kind of really, really, really sloppy. But, I've gotten better, and I've started to sort out also videos that I just don't want to, I just want to, like, if I feel like a video isn't that good of a reaction, I'll just not upload it. It will just disappear in the void. You gotta piss, can't really blame him. No, I think that the problem is, like, if you really have to piss or like go away, just pause the video. Like, just pause. That's not the problem. I feel like you could just pause the video. Just pause it. Pause it, put some background music on, and come back again. I don't think you have to have it run. If it's like something that's like really quickly, have you really quickly up, I don't know, a cat goes on the shelf and is about to throw something down. Sure, okay, I can understand. Or, I don't know. Somebody's about to break into your house. I don't know. There's probably plenty of reasons where you can't stop and you must quickly do something, right? That's not the problem. But I think if you're like away for like 5, 10, 30 minutes, which some of these people were pulling, like XQC was like gone for half a video, and he still uploaded that. That's a different thing. Asmongold is safe. Very clean, upright guy. About the clean part, maybe not so much.
Most egregiously, they would re-upload the entire VOD to YouTube with the same thumbnail, the same title, so that they could cannibalize traffic from the original video. Here's what Lamino had to say about this phenomenon.
I kind of try to not use the same title. I kind of try to use what is happening in the video, or rewrite the title so it's not the exact same. So people that look for the video will find the video. That's what I try to do. Also, I have react in the title, so usually people already know that's a reaction and not the original.
I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work, or they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. But to answer your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
I don't know what he means by that specifically. Let's go back. Does he mean like the original video here and then react? And then at some point like edit that parts out of the video? I feel like that's kinda cause like that can kinda cause problems. Like, I look at this like this. I think you can react to the full video, but you must add more to the video. Like, it can't just be your reaction with the same video length. It depends on what he does actually. It depends on what he means. Does he mean like stop at the reaction stop, or does he mean just parts of the original video? That depends, but I think he means parts of the original video. I don't know, that may cause problems with missing context. I feel like depends, but I don't think like if you want to react to the full thing, you can, but you must add sufficient new content, which in this case will be the commentary. My opinion. Since reacting is new work and platform and regular work, you deserve to have a break. I feel like I said, you should be able to, like, if it's really that big of an issue, just don't stand up. Let the video run, just quickly hit a break. Or if you have to take like, what I do is, if I have to take, like, a bathroom break, I'll do that after the video. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer it like this. A video you're really invested in, stopping randomly isn't a better option. It's not a better option, but I feel like it would eliminate a few problems. I feel like, isn't it illegal to react to something without adding anything that doesn't fall under fair use, does it? I think it's illegal, yeah. I think it doesn't fall under fair use, because it's straight up just re-uploading. Some people do that, though. Some people do that. There's plenty of moments, for example, for Hassan, where it's just a chair, and the video runs in the background on his stream, and he straight up uploads that. It's crazy. It is, but it depends on who your Sniper Wolf is doing just fine. Yeah, Sniper Wolf is doing... I don't know if she still does it, but originally she literally didn't do that much.
Video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work, or they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. But to answer your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry, because why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people don't like injustice, and we all see this, and no, it's not right. This debate...
I don't know if I would argue with that. Sure, some of the views, some of them, sure. Some of the views, sure. Some of them, sure. But I would say most of the viewers that watch reactions, they actually just want the opinion of the one reacting to the video. They likely wouldn't have not even seen... Either they've seen the original video, and watch the reaction, would go to the reaction to see people's opinions on it, or they don't even are really interested in the topic to begin with, and without the reaction they wouldn't even have found it. That could also be the case. Either way, I think it's alright. I take 5 minutes max. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, sure.
Debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called in to my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned.
So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright, or like the fact that it's illegal? Does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
But that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam, do the fucking worm, then watch your prime... Then watch your prime content.
Do it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Oh, okay, sure. I mean, that's content.
I'm gonna be honest. Is the judge gonna see? Is the judge gonna see this video? Is a judge gonna see this video? I don't know. I don't know if that was necessary. XQC. I don't know, homie. Thank God this is happening. Of course, he doesn't care. He's getting paid. Sure, yeah.
Man, it's original content at least.
The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm. Oh, why didn't I think of that first? I kid XQC, but he is not the one I'm suing. Despite my criticism, he's not a malicious infringer. But the ones I am suing, you'll see, are much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation, the problem seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts, when Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom, or to eat, or to talk to his mom, or to do whatever, disappears for an extended period of time, and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
IDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport in Sana'a. Then
This operation will result in killing hostages.
Dude, just pause the video. Just fucking pause. At this point, just pause the video. Just pause it. It, like, how long are you taking, like, how long are you being in the bathroom? Like, 5 minutes max? Maybe he's a sitter. Maybe he sits when peeing. Okay, maybe it takes longer then. But still, dude, just stop the video. Put on the be right back screen. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? No. The slug. XQC the slug. XQC is an idiot. But even he has had some points against Hassan, which is crazy. But knows he'll get away with it because of a large audience. That is very true. That is very true. That is very true. It's just like, just pause the video. And like, what I've started to do is, like, if you watch my videos, what I've started to do is I've started to cut out downtime, like, moments where I don't say anything for like a few seconds. I just edit that out at this point to make it more fluent. And it seems to work, which I like.
For a commutation. Well, I've been seeing
And it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist?
It is full on a trap. It is absolutely a trap. That is genius. Yeah, like I said, just pause the fucking video. How hard is it to have a stream break? Not at all. Or if you like, just take a piss before you start a new video. Goodness.
They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately after it was published. Now, the thing is, there were a few people that went
Caught in 4K. Straight up. He didn't even care. Caught in straight up 4K. Like, you gotta imagine that the genius plan of straight up, bro wants his get back and he's getting it. Like, that is, I don't think revenge is a good way, but I don't know. I don't like these people, so I don't really care. But man, that is a genius trap. Hassan's share opened the channel for real. The guy can't afford a stream break. Certainly. Like, it's not, like, in general, just stop the... Like, even if he didn't stop, the main issue is just that he does something else while just doing, like, you're on your phone and while you are on your phone while you were supposed to be reacting. You were supposed to add commentary, not stand up, go away. Like I said, be on your phone, eat. Though that's probably a problem with myself. I don't eat on stream. I find that weird.
Above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denim sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular view.
What the fuck? Okay. I think we can categorize this as theft. Also, hi GT, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. As copyright infringement, at least. Dude, you said it was 50k viewers not saying a word? Bro, people didn't tune it into watching Hassan. They want to watch his chair. I mean, his chair seems to be a more pleasant fella. That's for sure. Dude, how you have an average of almost almost 2k, let's say almost 2k, and a peak of almost a little over 6k. But then you have like 50,000 when reacting to this in specific, but you just sit there silently. But again, this comes from the woman that said that you can do what you want to a 4-year-old or younger because they won't remember anything.
Viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and they're
interesting content. Where to watch and discussion. Hey everyone, I've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Several creators have mentioned they're planning to stream their reactions or post reaction videos in the coming days. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our posts in their own critiques of H3. Like, how much of a weak little piss do you have to be to desperately avoid desperately avoid watching the original video? And I feel that's why a lot of these people that watch these morons, right, still continue to watch them, because they only watch the videos on, like, these, right? They don't watch the actual original. If you're planning to watch along with any of them, we ask that you carry our subs rules into those spaces to feel free to check out. And then a bunch of people. Frogan, Hijab of the Hut, Denims. Well, Denims is cooked. Mike from PA, that makes sense. Casey John is cooked, by the way. Crazy. Okay. Uninformed leftist, that's pretty accurate. I think his chair is the strongest and silent type because he has to carry his bullshit for real. Should I beat Hassan on commentary? Hassan yaps nonsense. The chair remain its right for silent. The chair's like, the chair is the one that suffers the most throughout everything. At least I have my opinion when I react to content. Also, I also shout out the original video, so the channel continues to make videos. Yep, transformative content has died, rip. The thing is this, right? I have literally the first line of every video description that I have is the channel's name. By who? The channel name's in the title. I have the link to the original video, and I have the link to the channel directly as well. So at least for like linking, and I say the channel name at the beginning of each video, so nobody can complain about me not shouting the people out.
Intentions couldn't be clearer. Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is the cardinal sin of copyright infringement. The Snark subreddit has been a frequent and persistent infringer. That's how I knew when this video came out, the Snarkers were going to encourage, promote, and push streamers to commit copyright infringement. I should thank the Snarkers, actually.
Damn. Like, imagine having Poke's based. I feel like, okay, like I said, this is kind of really, like, you have no balls if you do this. Like, just straight up watch the original video, homie. Just watch the original video, in this case. If that's the people... I mean, these, right? He only was able to do it to Denims, Caseytron, and somebody else. I don't know, somebody else as well. Somebody else as well. There's a third person. Regardless, that means at least 3 of these he was able to hit with like suing them, right? That means at least 3 of these were just looking at the video, not saying anything. Now he knows who to sue. Pretty much, that's what they gave him.
Because of their predictability, they acted like double agents for us, incriminating their favorite streamers and serving them up on a golden platter. So, thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
It turns out they just do it for you.
I think the people really just enjoy jerking it to you and looking at your OnlyFans. That's pretty much it. That's what the people actually enjoy about you. They don't care about your opinions. They just care about meeting their meat.
You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried. Denims, the queen of self-owning, you prevail again. There's one thing about copyright you should know is that you got to register it before you publish to be eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is the main biting force of a copyright infringement lawsuit. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys now, I, Ethan Klein, have registered Hassan Piker Content Nuke with the United States Library of Congress. Some of you guys out there sweating? Even though
yeah, bro's cooked. Well, we're not, at least it's not happening to us because we haven't reacted to this. So all is good. All is good.
Theoretically, I could sue a lot more creators and rake in millions of dollars. But the purpose of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we can all unite against this type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the commentary community as we know it.
Well, guys, if you...
Okay, he's not doing anything. He's not doing, like, he's not on a mission to nuke the commentary slash reaction. Because at the end of the day, you can call it reactions, but you can also just call it commentary, which technically is what is reaction is. It's technically commentary on a video you're watching. So, yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's pity, but I love it. Yeah, sure.
If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken, these creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me instead of him. This is not a healthy environment. And with people like Hassan reacting to entire TV shows on stream, my fear is that Sony or Disney comes along, sues everybody, and sets a devastating precedent that could endanger our entire field. Now,
like I said, why do you just stand up? Just fucking go and just go and pause the video. If you react something, even if you don't like it, just link it. Just link it in the description. Say in the video who it's from. I know that these people hate H3. I know. However, again, this is what you get now, which is you might get potentially sued. Which, if this happens, That is gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. That's certainly gonna hurt financially. H3 should be going after people who don't react. Yeah, which he's doing. He's doing.
Before I tell you who the 3 people I'm suing are, I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender, their identity, their political beliefs. All 3 are on this list. In fact, they're the only 3, as far as I could tell, that reacted to the full video. Drum roll, please. Who's sweating at home, guys? Casey Tron.
Casey Tron, Denims, somebody else.
The queen of ripping farts and bong loads.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious?
Wasn't this chick cool once? Like, wasn't she one of the more beloved content creators back then? What happened? What a crazy downfall that is. This chick turned into a real loser. Because I know for a fact she was, like, one of the original gamer girls, so to speak, on, like, YouTube and Twitch. Damn. That's crazy.
Dog, what do you... Look! You think I made this?
Frogan, who, bless her soul, she's...
Oh, so it is Frogan. It's none of the others. So it is Hijaba the Hutt.
Still rising.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom? Do I have permission? Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's...
How long was she gone? How long was she gone? That's what makes me curious. Like Sniper Wolf Poke, pretty much, yeah.
Only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
And Denims, the queen of self-owning. And my God, is she the queen of that?
It's very obvious from the way that guy's talking, he's a Sneeko fan.
Oh my God, bro, I love you. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been raped. The hostages have public statements.
Yeah. Remember, who would have guessed that dead people can't confirm that they have been raped? Yeah, who would have guessed that dead people can't talk anymore? That's crazy. I would have never expected that. Isn't it the girl who did tier list for Islamist top and Jews bottom? Yeah. If it's her. Yeah, they all made this racial tier list. They all made this.
You can go look at them.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni...
Okay, there were some people, but also there were a lot of ones that did not happen. Because they weren't around anymore.
Kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Now for the fun part. Let's take a look at the complaints. And let's start with my favorite of the 3. The very own, the prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical Casey Tron.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're going to watch it.
Well, that's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so
You know what actually surprises me? That they didn't go the fucking extra mile and downloaded the video of YouTube to play on their media player. You know, that's actually surprising me that they still watch it on YouTube regardless. They didn't go the extra mile. No one that's been cremated has said fire's hot, yeah. Guess fire ain't hot, chat. To be fair, they can technically say that they have been assaulted, but you need forensics for that. That is, if you have access to the body, which we do not know if they actually got access to that. See this tier list live back then, I felt like reality flipped on me. Yeah, it's crazy. But they're not that smart. I was just surprised that they didn't go the extra mile for that, because honestly, if I hated somebody, sure, I would go that way. maybe I'm just a man that thinks all the time.
Comfortable. We've given each complaint a clever little title, and here's Casey Tron's.
Casey Tron. Smokes more than she spoke. I know a lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein, so we're going to watch it. Caseytron, prior to reacting to content nuke Hassan Piker, what's happening? I'm trying to follow, but I lost the plot. Caseytron reacting to content nuke Hassan Piker. Okay.
She smoked more than she spoke. Caseytron smokes 42 times during her reaction. And just as a silly thought experiment, we thought, wouldn't it be funny if she spent more time smoking than she did talking? And thinking there was no way that that could be true. Well, we tallied them up, and lo and behold, there's 15 minutes, 40 seconds of commentary for...
What the actual fuck? So the entire video... How long is his content nuke? Like an hour, 30 minutes maybe? Right? And now... What the fuck? It's almost 19 minutes of smoking. 16 minutes of commentary. That is crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Okay, that is in fact. I would consider this certainly copyright infringement. Most certainly. She smokes a lot of weed. I can tell. I can tell. The way she looks, I can tell. That woman has fallen off, for sure. I think it would be hard to blame her in court for the smoking part. Isn't a guy free to smoke as much as they want? Yet her commentary is basically cough, cough. Pretty much.
First 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoking. She spent 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote-unquote reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
The complaint continues. Indeed,
you indeed lost the plot if you can go from one of the more beloved people in the space to whatever you are right now. Just you should react to the entire content nuke poke. I've watched it when Asmongold reacted to it. I watched the entire 3-hour video. So too late. Well, tobacco is free to smoke. Weed is illegal at some places, not the states, I would assume. It's not really about the smoking part, it's just that she doesn't do it she doesn't do anything. She doesn't yap nothing. She does add nothing of value. Cause she's, I don't even think she belongs here in this case. She probably is reacting to something that she doesn't even understand. And she just inserted herself into this. Oh yeah, there's plenty of stuff. Indeed, Caseytron is often to obliterate to comment on the nuke and instead stares blankly at her computer screen. In a span of 2 hours and 7 minutes, actually 2 hours and 7 minutes, that makes it worse. That means about half of it is, like, not even half of it is like 25% of it is like her doing something, which is the smoking, combined with the yapping. Caseytron smokes marijuana frequently in a highly concentrated form through a vaporizer for nearly 19 minutes, which is 3 minutes more than Caseytron speaks during her group viewing session. Okay, even with timestamps. At one point, Caseytron is so wasted she states, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I lost the plot." Yeah, as well with timestamps. Makes sense there.
Indeed, Caseytron is often too obliterated to comment on the nuke, and instead stares blankly at her computer screen. In a span of 2 hours and 7 minutes, Caseytron smokes marijuana, frequently in highly concentrated forms through vaporizers, on 42 separate occasions. At one point, Caseytron is so wasted that she states, quote, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I've lost the plot." To give you an idea, the majority of her commentary comes down to this.
I don't understand.
Yeah, she's absolutely, like... Are you calling her dumb? It is true. Yes, she is dumb. Because of... Throughout all this, I have not heard her. Throughout all this, what is happening with Hassan, Frogan, Denims, it is the first time that I actually hear about her. Since the video that I reacted to, which was, I think, about royalties, hear about her. She doesn't add anything. She watches videos while being high, which is why she can't add anything. Yes, she's dumb. I would say so. You said people watch reactions to see the commentary. I want to add a reason. I've watched reactions for over a decade. I've seen most of the creators disappear under the harsh rules. The second reason is we all love the twist moment in the movie that everything flipped, and then we want to see someone like a friend of us exposing at the same then we want to see someone like a friend of us exposing to the same twist, and we want to see the reaction. Yeah, like I've said that before, like people also like to watch reactions, also maybe also not to feel alone, like they're watching with a friend or something, so I think that makes sense. Just go ahead and call her a pothead. She's a pothead. Hi Sam, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hello.
Understand this bit that he's doing.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
CPM's coming out of Qatar.
What the hell
you
is
kids
going
love anime,
on?
right?
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
We know you did. We know you did. Hi, new streamer. Hi, Sam.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you look? You think I made this? This isn't a music video.
Do I have to call? Do I have to call? Do I have to call? Do I have to call an ambulance? Is this woman dying? Holy fuck! Here's a little secret. She's 80% weed at this point, and at some point she's going to start smoking herself. She's like going to smoke her hair strands. Crazy, because most people are entertaining when high. She's truly one of a kind. Yeah, at this point it's like a skill issue.
Video, Hassan.
And as dumb as all of that is, this is the part that really got her sued.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. Without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it. What the f—
That one sentence, literally that one sentence, huh? Just that one sentence got her. Literally just that. Nothing more to it. That's interesting.
What the fuck is going on here?
Stating outright that her intention of doing this is so that people who don't want to support me can watch it through her is why copyright infringement laws exist. You could not and should not do that, especially if your commentary consists of you taking bong loads. At least try to engage with the content. Whoa, what was that? Oh, sorry. That was a flying star. It almost got...
Well, Frogan, it's time. It's time.
You know her and you love her, guys. Frogan. Reaction by exiting. Here she is getting up to leave the video running as she steps out of the room. Is that transformative? I guess the judge will decide.
No, it's not. Like I said, I just also think it's like I don't know, it's just like disrespectful to like the creator of the original video. I also feel like, I don't know, just pause the video. Just fucking pause it. It's not that hard.
She said, quote, "It's time to watch the new Nuke ethically. Hell yeah." Huh. Very smart to say on camera, by the way. She said, quote, "Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me." Well, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy that day. Her commentary is so non-existent that even her own fans begin to call her out.
Don't have anything to say? Dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 1 minute and 32 seconds? It's been the same shit over and over again. This video could have been condensed into 20 fucking minutes. Like, what commentary do you want me to add by, like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot, he's mentally ill, and he's having a mental breakdown and uploaded it to fucking YouTube? Are you gonna make at least one good point? What do you want me to make a point on?
Oh, I forgot. She also said, "Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing." You may use the bathroom, Frogan. Although
Maybe it's not that he repeats his points. Maybe it's not just that you aren't smart enough or knowledgeable enough about what he's talking about. Therefore, you cannot add any sufficient commentary. When I react to videos, it's also mostly stuff that I'm actually interested in. And I can also, like, I can branch off into similar things that have happened and stuff, right? You cannot do that, because apparently you don't know anything.
I don't advise it.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and
apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happens?
And they were fucking talking about
Well, you just pause it. That's it. You just pause the video, right? Like, you get up and you go to the bathroom, you just pause it.
That's another one, right? That's another one. What I just realized. If you let a video run and you come back, you completely lost the plot at that point, because you don't even know what is happening. So you have to rely on your chat to tell you what happened. That's another thing. I didn't even consider that. Huh, that's interesting.
They should be watching for you. But if you get up to go to the bathroom and they keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically? Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people, Reddit people. I came from the h3h3 Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while Hassan is in Japan. I'm bothered, having a great time. Exactly. We're gonna watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious.
Yeah, that's what got her. That's exactly what got her. Another one. That's exactly what got her. That she's not basically saying do not support this person. She probably doesn't. She probably re-uploads it somewhere. There's no way to like find the original in the description anywhere. That's what got her. Pretty much just like maliciously not saying that she's not supporting it. Like not in any way. The thing is this. It's just straight up the truth that like if you don't do commentary if you have nothing to add.
Intent to steal. They talk about watching ethically, but I learned not to steal when I was 5. Up next is Denims. And honestly, just take a look at this, guys. It's a nightmare on Denim Street. Not only did she chair react, but she was kind enough to write her name right at the top just so that we knew that she was stealing my content and it was her room and nobody else's. Judge, did you know that we're on Denim Street right now? Here's some quotes from Denims. We're relying on you to stay live so we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he's confirmed it's coming out today, I'm gonna stream it. That is...
This is like this is straight up like what was it? I forgot who it was. But this is straight up like, yeah, she's just straight up said, like, this is like straight up Johnny Somali levels of stupidity. Like literally filming yourself doing bullshit that can backfire. It really is. It really is. What a parallel.
Very explicit. Denim said, quote, well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, give me a follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like my content. Your content? The Queen of Self-Own included a countdown timer so we could tell exactly how long she was away. After being gone for a few minutes, she returns and then sits silently for another couple of minutes eating.
I'm gonna go pee, and hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
Right.
You do look better.
Mr. 305. I see it.
Dude, well, you should do this.
I have an alternate.
We're relying on you to stay.
What are the chances? What are the chances that people are just watching her for her tits?
Live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here, because I'm gonna be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself.
Let me also commercialize it by asking you to reward me financially for stealing his content. That is like chef kiss. By the way, Denims had a very successful stream. She had 43,000.
That's not bad. Sure, 43,000 people? You're blocking the tids. Good. Gooners, get out of here. There's no booba to see.
1,000 people watching her live. Take a look at the title of her Twitch stream. Ethan Klein Hassan Content Nuke Watch Party. A watch party? I don't think that's fair use. Now, Denims, of course, always delivering the goods. She went on this dude's podcast to debate fair use. And would you be surprised if I told you she said a lot of incriminating things in that podcast? The queen of self-own never disappoints.
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content and stuff. Like, I think filler content, like, you shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React streamer. And I try to do it only when I do it with like Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that, because at least I'm not like directly ripping from one content creator and not like a whole team and stuff. And most of those videos have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. Like I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever. And I might walk away.
Like, I get the complaint that I stop too often. That's the complaint I get oftentimes. But I'm like, this is my style. You don't like my style, then this is not the content for you. Move on. Why so many watches which you offer? I feel like it's just like this entire, you know, Twitch bubble of like these morons just collectively working together, like sharing viewers and stuff. I think that's what it is.
Away from the screen, but it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people. A lot of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a curator. So they don't actually want to go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will go through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like this.
But okay. At least add something. The main issue that is argued here for is that you don't add anything, and you don't. You stand up, disappear for a few minutes, then return, not knowing what the context of everything is, just like these other people as well. You eat in between, which in this case you cannot put any commentary there whatsoever. Again, same issue. That's the main issue, and you maliciously don't want the original to get any traction whatsoever. That's also the main part why you're getting sued. It's that malicious intention of copyright infringement. That's the issue.
Streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Like, I'm
From the people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through YouTube and find a video they like. If someone watches content, I already...
That's not even true. Like, that's not even true. That they only want to watch the stuff that you want to watch. Like, they're not gonna go through like you. They're not gonna go through like Twitch to find somebody that reacts to memes. Also, it would just straight up be easier to find somebody. It would straight up just be easier to find somebody reacting to the videos that you are reacting to on YouTube, because you literally just have to. You literally just have to type it in on YouTube. There will be plenty of search results if you desperately wanted a reaction. Get the fuck out of here. Ashtarino has a Kick partnership now. Oh god.
Already said this. If someone watches content on someone else's stream, there is a very low likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the view or the like. Or the people who are watching content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch, aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube.
That, my friend, is called theft, and you're a thief, and now I'm suing you. This is just a testimony to how brazen and how safe they've, you know, gotten. That she thinks she can go out in public on video and say shit like, I'm stealing this content because I want to. I'm coping even though I know it's stealing. When people watch it with me, they're definitely not going to go watch the original. Like, you.
I'm gonna be honest. It's true that they won't watch the original because they're in that bubble to begin with. So it's kind of true that they won't watch the video. But it's kind of also not the point. It's just that she maliciously and deliberately tries to make people not watch the original. But in its core, it's kind of true, because why would you watch a video of your supposed enemy? That just makes no sense.
You are way too comfortable committing crimes out in the open. Well, there you have it. 3 separate lawsuits for 3 separate geniuses. Now, I want to make it clear again, and I hope it's been obvious about why I'm suing these 3 people and not others. These people not only violated all of the principles of fair use, they also did it maliciously. And that's the part that really got me. I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment, and if you make a good faith effort to promote the author, to link to them, to try to drive traffic to the original video, I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing, and that's fine. And I would never sue someone for that. Take it to these 3 absolute morons to state their intent.
I also think that if you, like, add sufficient commentary, so basically, like, I'm reacting to something, the original is, like, 20 minutes, right? And then my reaction is, like, I don't know, an hour. You will probably never get a lawsuit through court with that. And I mean, like, sufficient reaction. I mean, like, 40 minutes of yapping. You will not get that through. But that one, what they're doing, absolutely, you can get that through. I feel like you could get that through. Like I said, I've seen some of the pages where I'm like, okay, that's kind of questionable. I have to give them that. That's kind of questionable, and there might be a chance it might not work. There is a chance. It also depends, like, some of those people that technically are in the right and sue somebody, and they fuck up because of some small formalities. That's also a thing. We can see how you take it in wrong way and right way. Ethan took it in the right way. I guess so, yeah.
Intention to steal my property on video. You know, and to all the detractors who are saying that I'm targeting women, that I'm a hypocrite for suing for copyright infringement, I just have this to say. I don't care. What I do hope...
It's also like... What argument are they gonna bring? Like, what argument would you bring? Oh, you're going to sue women? Oh, you sexist. You're going to sue a Muslim? Okay. Like, and then they're gonna pull, like, oh, you must be, like, an Islamophobe or whatever, right? They can pull plenty of shit out of their ass, but that doesn't hold up, because that's not the reason. He got them because he got them. I think it also to set a point, to set a boundary, which I certainly do agree. It also will now make everyone that is part of this, like Hassan and his orbiters, like this group, right? This group, it will very much scare them away of reacting to this content if they don't have any, like, if they don't have anything to add to it. So that's at least interesting.
Though, is that you'll support their crowdfunding efforts to defend themselves, because let's face it, I want to make sure there's money left over for me when I win my lawsuits. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great time.
Bro wins the money talks. Bro wins that. Bro said, oh yeah, I've seen this on Twitter. Actually, I don't have the tweet anymore, but I've seen it on Twitter. Also, I wouldn't pull up Twitter because my Twitter is a bomb. Like, I could die if I pulled that up now. The thing is this also. The thing is also. For example, look how smug he looks. I love this. It's also like, some people were donating to Denim's fundraiser and saying, here, $5 for Ethan Klein. Because, like, if he wins, she has to pay him everything, right? Which is funny. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what it turns out. It would be really, really funny if like, he actually, like, wins all of this. And there is a solid chance they might. That would be incredibly funny. And just like, yeah, it's just awesome. We'll see what happens. I would love to see, like, this entire group to get absolutely cooked and mollywopped. What good times. Good times. But we're praying for this, and it happened. Like, comment, and subscribe.